show to rule them all. It's called the 12 Today After Show. Hey, that's Jeff. That's Hayden. And that's director Craig. Well, he didn't. He's known for having 5 fingers on each one of those appendages. Pretty cool, Craig.
Pretty sweet.
Thanks for stopping by the 12 Today After Show. We appreciate you guys joining us at 7:30. Hold on. Breaking news.
Come on in, girl.
That trumps my popcorn.
Bring it in.
Pizza.
That way.
Okay, check this out. It's
Oh, wait, we only get one?
Pizza day.
Come sit by me, girl.
Here's the deal.
Come sit by me.
I was
is it?
robbed
Jeez.
on the way upstairs.
What?
No.
What?
I said I have to give them pizza.
I said
you
you
have
need to make
one.
the stop here first.
They know. That was mid-elevator, and there you have it.
My popcorn's going to take a back
I
seat
like
here.
10 of them.
Oh, that's the
mac and cheese.
I'll trade you.
This is the mac and cheese.
Oh, mac and cheese.
That's mac and cheese.
I want
That's
to try
the
it.
bite I took.
Oh.
And I was like, I have
How
to
did you stop at one little
Because
bite?
I'm like, this is like 10 hours on the treadmill if I even go for it.
Watch this. Watch this.
What the?
I'm not doing it.
What?
I'm not doing it.
No.
I gotta lose like 30 pounds, guys.
This is really
It's
good.
not gonna start
30 pounds
with eating
seems
mac and cheese pizza.
Calories
Well-
don't count before 7:30.
Yo,
I'll
Monica,
enjoy
thank you
it
for
for you.
celebrating National Cheese Pizza
Yeah,
Day
it's
by bringing us a whole bunch of pie.
Ooey gooey mac and cheese.
So, okay, so Fired Pie is just one of the places offering discounts across the valley. The cool thing about Fired Pie is if you go in there, it's half off. So everyone's like, hey, hook me up with a free pizza. I'm like, it's $3.50. $3.50 for this whole pizza. If you go in today.
So you
Good
spent like
deal.
$10 on us. Wow,
Yeah.
what a sweetheart.
I'm all. But the good thing is, if you buy a pizza and then also buy a cookie, they donate $1 to children in
like
need,
that.
which I like. And it
'Cause you
says right
said
here in Arizona.
September.
Yes.
Is
Hunger.
I feel
awareness
bad
month.
talking about that with this pizza.
Yes.
in
I know.
my
That's
face.
I know. But so just a lot of places
we can help the
celebrating,
cause.
and why
That's
not
great.
help them?
The morning reporters stay in our good graces by bringing us food. So Monica is at the top of the list right now.
So
We'll be hitting up Orange Theory later.
I know.
yo,
Did
why
you
don't-
hear me call it out?
Yes.
Yes.
Yo, why don't you stick around for a second? I'm going to ask you something.
Okay.
We asked the viewers this morning in our
Yes.
juicy question. 25% of people have apparently done this without their parents finding out. What is this? And it elicited a ton of responses. You people have been bad. So we want to know right now in the comment section, what's something you've done that your parents never found out about?
Sneak out.
Sneaking out was a very popular guess.
There was a couple other guesses.
There was tattoos,
tattoos, probably piercings, probably
Drugs,
in there.
alcohol, sex, rock and roll.
relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah, sneaking
Good
out to
morning,
your
by the way,
boyfriend.
to Louise, Chrissy, Judy, Eddie, Georgia, Jim, Cindy, Anton, Kurt. Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining the show. Monica, although you're not wearing a microphone, speak right into
know.
crystals. What's something you've done that your parents never found out
It would
about?
probably be.
Wait, your mom's in town right now.
I know.
So be
I'm
careful.
all
Hey, Mom, earmuffs.
Yeah, plug your ears. La 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 la.
Probably a car accident.
Oh, hold on.
I
Any
say it so
details?
casually. So
not
I
talk
ran
about
into
that.
somebody and I jacked up my car, but he was like, "Look, no big deal. I'm gonna let you go."
Oh, she's
Best director,
the
Elsa.
fancy handheld one.
Do I really need to tell everybody about
He's
this?
7 feet tall.
Okay.
Spotlight.
So when I was in college, I was driving, and I think this sounds so bad. I was probably like combing my hair, doing something in the mirror, and I ran into somebody from behind. And so the guy felt so bad because, of course, anytime I do something bad, I cry automatically. So I'm like, I'm so sorry.
During the good things.
He's like, you know, this nice guy, and he goes, look, your car's jacked. It was a Ford Taurus, 2004. Okay.
Okay.
And this was like not a new one. And he's like, you know, go fix your car. So then, of course, I get home and I'm like, somebody ran into me in the parking
yeah,
lot.
you changed the story.
Hit and run.
Big.
So yes, so that's it. Other than that, I was a good girl.
That's
My
it.
big brother did that with our Astro van. And he's like, a dog ran out in front of the car. My dad, who's been in law enforcement for almost 30 years, takes him back to the alleged scene of the crime and says, tell me what happened. Oh boy, was he caught in that bold-faced lie so fast. Almost burst.
Shouldn't lie to your
Almost.
folks. All right, Crystal, what about you? You been bad?
Don't you see the halo over my head?
Yeah.
I was a good girl.
Dressed in white today.
I really did.
So are
No, I don't. I don't have. I have 2 dogs.
Monica, you better get her another pizza.
Okay, a lot of the viewers, again, like Paul said, texting in the bad stuff, the sexting, maybe sneaking out with a boyfriend or girlfriend. Can we give them the answer?
Well, we did. It was concerts.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
going to a concert.
let's assume that maybe somebody's here that wasn't here before 7 a.m.
So Wanda says, my sis and I went skating. She sprained her ankle. We live 14 miles from home and had to hitchhike back. That's wild.
That's dangerous.
Oh, wait. Jason said he skipped school for 2 weeks to ride a dirt bike that a friend installed.
Garrett, is that you?
Laura says, my kids never have money to go to a concert.
They must have snuck into that
So,
one.
so stealing, that's another one.
Jim stole his dad's truck when he was 12 years
Yeah,
old.
I said taking the car.
Yeah.
Because
I
you
would
can do that
never.
at
These
night.
are bad kids.
We'll see, yeah.
What about you, Rachel, Mrs. Innocent?
I would say sneaking over to like saying I was going to Megan's when really I was probably going to.
A boy's house.
Marty's.
We won't. I never dated a Marty, but
Mark's house.
Martin.
Vanessa?
So I tried to get away with something, and my dad caught me.
What was it?
So I had a little boyfriend, and we were in junior high.
Like
and I was,
short or?
No, because we were young. So
Oh, okay.
we were
Young.
holding hands, walking around school, right? So my dad would pick me up every day, and he came earlier than he was supposed to that day. And so he parked his truck, and he said he could see down like the walkway opening of us holding hands. So he got out of the truck and went to the school. And I remember looking up, and I just see him, and I'm
Your
like,
eyes
ah! And we like let go hands.
Oh,
My dad was like, if you ever do that again, you're in trouble. And I'm like, okay. So I just like took off. Didn't even say bye to the boy. Like I just left. And I'm sure the boy was peeing his pants because my dad is like a big guy, or was a big guy, you know? So I'm like, I tried to get away with it, but it didn't happen.
And she's never held hands since.
No. Why do you guys think I'm single? It's my dad's fault.
no matter the topic, it always comes back to that.
Feel free to share your stories with us in the comment section. We'd love to embarrass you in front of your parents.
Anton's with Crystal. He says he never snuck out. He was a little bit boring, although I wouldn't describe it as such, but that's what he says.
Bobby says, I stole my dad's car and drove around when he was at AA meetings. So I was 14 or so.
Jeez.
Whoa, putting your dad's
Bobby,
dirt
letting
out
the skeletons out of the closet on
Gosh.
Facebook this morning.
Dang. Oh, that's gonna leave
Jeez.
that one alone.
I got in trouble a lot as a kid. I had a house party once where we had the cops called. Later, it turns out my sister called the police on our house party. Not a great look. That was pretty bad. But my parents eventually found out about that.
Was she trying to get revenge on you?
She was mad because she thought one of my friends stole a ring or something that she had, but she had just lost it under the couch. So it wasn't great.
Well, that's the first place you're supposed to look if you lose something.
The funniest like misleading parents thing that ever happened to me. So I was driving. I was probably 16. And I was eating a Big Mac while I was driving, which, word to the wise, don't do that because it's a messy
it's a
sandwich.
mess.
It's a messy. It's the last time I ever ate a Big Mac while driving. McDonald's had a great deal. It was like 2 for $5 or something. My little brother's in the backseat. He's like 6 years old at the time. Poor Kevin. I'm eating a burger, rolling up to the light. I must have thought it changed, and I kind of let my foot off the brake and just nudged the guy in front of me. No damage or anything. So we get out of the car, we assess it, whatever. I put the Big Mac down. We go our separate ways without exchanging information. Everything's fine, right? I tell Kevin on the drive back, I said, Kevin, you don't say a word to mom and dad about this. The kid is scared out of his mind. He's like 6 years old. He was just in an accident. So he shuts his mouth. So I end up telling my mom about it. Hey, this is what happened today, whatever. And she goes, Does Kevin know? And I said, well, yeah, he was in the car. And she goes, I say, we mess with him. So poor Kevin, little kid, is sitting in the bathtub.
child.
And my mom goes in there like, hey, how was the drive home from school today? Oh, it's fine. Totally fine. I saw you guys standing out on the side of the road when I passed by. What was that about? Oh, Paul just saw a friend that he was, and he stopped out to say hi to him. The kid was covering for me.
Yes.
My mom just kept pressing him, and eventually he broke, and the poor kid was just crying, spilling his soul out. I know. I know. Even at a young age, he had my back, and we had to let him in on the joke. Be like, no, Kev, it's cool, man.
You've been a bully since day one, Paul.
I was not bullying him.
Gosh.
I didn't. Shoot.
Kevin's still got my back. He's coming in September. We ought to get him in on the show.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like this. Princess says, I attempted to gamble and got caught. I was 12, and my parents then said that I had to go into the White Room, questioned by the FBI.
What?
And released under the condition that we would never come back. Trying to gamble.
They're like, what were you
Yeah,
doing?
they're like, what were you doing on the night of September 6th,
Were you counting cards?
1998?
Steve says he played football in the house, threw my brother through a wall. Ooh. Yikes. His impersonation of his little brother sounded like Morty. Rick and Morty.
Yes, of course.
Well, thanks, Rick. We got to get to the in case you missed it. I feel like we're just going to ad-lib through this entire show. This morning, we had a segment about job shaming. You may have seen the former actor from The Cosby Show getting called out for bagging groceries at a Trader Joe's. Take a look at this. This morning, a former Cosby Show actor job shamed after a picture of him bagging groceries went viral. This is Jeffrey Owens. He was spotted working as a cashier at Trader Joe's in New Jersey. Now, Owens recently spoke up for himself, though, reminding us to honor the dignity of work. He said he worked at Trader Joe's for flexibility, so he could still audition for acting gigs. Most recently, he had roles on shows like The Affair, Divorce, and Elementary, and many celebs and normal people like us are jumping to his defense. This is Pamela. She says, I had been working as an actor for years. Jobs stopped as they do. I worked in retail, at a flower shop. I passed out flyers. It's about the work. Work gives you pride and purpose. Your visibility as an actor never goes away, but the money sure does. You got to remember, not everybody is making millions off of being on TV. Even SAG-AFTRA, the agency, says all work has dignity, and shame on anyone who thinks otherwise. Thanks to the actors with day jobs, #respect. Terry Crews. You know this guy, right? He probably does make millions now, but he says, I swept floors after the NFL. If need be, I'd do it again. Good, honest work is nothing to be ashamed of, especially when it sounds like he's juggling multiple jobs, too. Looks like Owens got the last laugh. Tyler Perry tweeted an invitation to him to join the cast of his show on the OWN network, adding he has respect for people who hustle between gigs.
You know what? I feel like even the term job shame is an oxymoron. You have a job and you're working. What's to be ashamed?
You've worked odd jobs, right?
Yeah, I smeared bagels for a good year and a half.
That's true.
So that was before I started putting money into people's accounts as a teller. I could go on and on. Sonic Burger. You exclusivity in roller
Crystal, you
skates,
done
carry
Sonic
44-ounce cherry limeades.
Well, you're wearing roller skates now, right?
Negative. Not
No
wearing
roller
roller skates.
Negative.
Something a little bit more tricky, but
In
we
our
did,
car
and you did
days.
too. So you
Yep.
said out in Gilbert, right?
Yep, at Val Vista in Williamsfield.
I'm telling you, there's lots of people that have done odds and ends jobs. How do you call somebody out for working?
Right.
Hard work.
What were your guys' first jobs? That's a good one.
Einstein Bagels.
Yeah.
Mine
Right
was
there on
Sonic.
Tatum and Shea.
Yeah. Oh, that was your first
I was a
Yeah.
dishwasher at 14 years old, working under the table for a couple bucks an hour.
Okay.
I actually worked, in my 30s as like a pizza guy in like food service, like
Yeah.
in between TV
Hey,
jobs.
do you
today
think
they're
about
my,
these?
they're my favorite people
Like,
today.
but I mean, there's no shame in that. Like,
No.
you might feel a little shame
No.
internally. Do you not think that he feels bad about having to bag groceries after he was a big Hollywood deal? Yeah, he feels a little shame in that, but he's putting food on the table for his family, and he's working multiple jobs
Yeah.
too. Like, this
That
dude should be
happens in
commended.
LA all the time. They always have multiple jobs because they're not working steady. They're not they're not on an everyday job, so they get a commercial here, they get a gig here.
Yeah,
so you
acting,
gotta have
like
backup
freelance.
money.
Who are these
Yeah.
people shaming?
Vanessa, you got like 7 jobs, right?
Yeah. I have
And what
7.
was your first one?
My very first one was with the teen program. We had to pick up the trash after concerts at Auction Pavilion, but back then it was Cricket Pavilion.
Did you see Mike Rhodes out there? He snuck out to Alice Cooper behind his parents' back.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. He guessed that right this morning.
Vanessa's like, dang it, Mike, pick that up.
Wait, the coolest thing though, I was telling Crystal earlier, is that we would find money on the lawn.
No.
We're young.
It's all coming out of their pocket.
Yeah, because people would lose their money. And
Jackpot.
we'd find more than money, but when we would get the money, we could pocket it, they said, and we were like, okay.
First job?
My first job was Burger King.
Burger King.
Yeah.
See?
Really?
Out of
Yeah, and
your
I was
way.
the girl that left the ice cream. It was
There we
Burger
go.
King, and I was the girl that left the ice cream machine on. It was like a hello, like Lucy moment.
I could see you doing ice cream.
So when you go there late and they say the ice cream machine is broken,
Yeah.
Monica's the one that broke it.
But like, I'll say this, I never went to Burger King with the intention of getting ice cream. I get
That's
straight to
true.
McDonald's.
Oh, their
for
soft
that.
serve was bomb. They were trying to compete with McDonald's back in the day.
I haven't
in the
had
day.
it. I
broke
for
the
the Whopper.
machine. So.
Oh, the Whopper.
Jacob
okay.
wants to know who the lady is sitting by Crystal. That's Monica Garcia. She's one of
Team
our
12's Monica Garcia.
I've been with Team 12 for almost a year.
Me too.
Yeah, oh yeah, we're almost there. You started 2 months before I did, 3 months.
Isn't that crazy?
Congrats on the anniversaries, guys.
Thanks.
Jason says Chester Bennington was a barista at a Glendale cafe before he joined Lincoln Park.
See?
Anybody that has a success story started somewhere.
You gotta work. Put
Right.
your kids to work.
And why wouldn't you? And why would you hate
I
on
grew up
somebody
with
who
some
is?
kids whose parents were like, no, you're going to go to school and you're not going to work. I'm like, I had to do both.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Keep
I'm
the comments
great with
coming.
it.
I want to know what everybody's first job was. Were there any Einstein Bagel people out there? Because same time of day that we work now, 3:30 in the morning. They yell hot bagels. No one burns their arm. Oh yeah, I rode my bike. It was awesome. I actually rode my brother's bike, but. Good times. That teaches you hard
Yes.
work
Yeah.
and teamwork and all kinds
And
of good
parents
stuff.
out there, I mean, do you want your kids to go to work, or are you kind of like, no, they should just focus on studying? Which one
Right.
is it? Or both?
Hey guys, my grandma's watching, so watch the language now.
Oh.
No, I'm teasing.
Hi, Grandma.
Hey, Grandma, I want to know, by the way, what was your first job?
Oh, that's interesting.
I really do want to know. Give it to us, darling.
I'm trying to think.
Bakery. That's just
Bakery.
bakery.
You know what? My parents did newspapers. They threw newspapers and had to roll them up, and got in the back of the pickup truck and threw them out there.
Hard way to make an easy living, right?
Morning people too, then.
Morning people, yeah.
All right, Vanessa, let's get to some fresh squeezed juice, shall we?
Okay, sounds good. So there's no shortage of creative tattoos out there. Also, plenty of very handy and useful cooking instruments to use. So what happens when you happen to love ink and Pyrex containers? Well, this. Wow, really? This is what happens. Some people love their Pyrex containers so much that they're getting tattoos of their favorite patterns. Some of those patterns may even have shown up on your grandma's Pyrex. So if it's good enough for her, why wouldn't it be good enough for you to put it on your body? What do you guys think of that? That is wild.
I don't love Tupperware enough.
No!
I mean, the designs are kind of cool.
They're very cool.
Yeah. I like the food inside the Tupperware.
Right?
That's a live animal, Monica. That's not food yet.
The thing is, I remember using those, right? Back in the day, my grandparents had them, my parents had them, but yeah, I would not get that tattooed on me.
So here's the thing with tattoos. You got to love something to put it on your body, right?
Like
so if these people love bowls, all the power to them.
Yeah.
I mean,
But what happens when you're older and then you realize that you don't love it
that
anymore?
bowl turns into a plate. I'm so funny.
That was good. Well, it's like everyone who got the butterfly tattoo or the yin and yang. all
Or
that.
no,
It
the
really
barbed
is just-
wire
Tribal
thing.
tattoos.
Yes.
We see now more the Pinterest tattoos. In fact, I just did a story with a tattoo artist in Tempe who says that a lot of those are coming back. But yeah, the barbed wire on Pam Anderson. You see kind of the odds and ends when they go, I want this one on Pinterest. He's seeing a lot of arrows.
Yep. Yeah.
He says that you can put your family's like DNA inked into it, like a loved one. I thought, are people doing that?
Yeah.
He said, I know it sounds bizarre, and if you've done this, please let us know, because I've never met anybody that's done that, but you can.
It's like the new horoscope. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like there's
that's sort of.
One of the
in that
ones I
same
saw
vein.
was like a sound wave. Like you
Yes.
record somebody saying like I love you or whatever, and then get
Put it-
that inked on you, and you can play it back. Yeah, isn't that wild?
I would love to
so
do that.
bizarre.
That'd be neat.
I don't love anything.
Do you guys
else
have any
yet.
tattoos that your parents don't know about? Ooh. Maybe slide into the comments and let us know. Don't send pics though.
Yeah.
That's a little weird.
No, yeah.
Grandma says Cunningham's drugstore behind the soda fountain.
Nice.
My grandma serving
Soda
sodas
fountain.
as her first job. That's pretty cool.
That is terrific. I like that.
I'll
The
take
soda shops.
a Coke with some grenadine, Grandma.
Prince's first job was at Burger King too.
Oh, hey.
Something in common.
I know my grandma worked at Woolworths.
Well,
Okay, I'm
Like
not
a
familiar.
drugstore, and they had
Okay,
like
like
a
a
malt,
Walgreens.
or they made malts.
Yeah, like
soda
shakes and stuff.
machines or something.
That's what the
like a
kids
drugstore.
did back in the day. They'd go
Yeah.
drink soda and
Right.
I
shakes.
think a lot of food service industry jobs and
Yeah.
odds and ends jobs, receptionist jobs too. That's
I guess
your pick.
the point is though, like there's no shame in having those jobs
No.
now. I mean, a job is a job. When I was starting in TV, like you guys all know, you make nothing.
Right.
Right.
I was on government assistance my first TV
Good
job,
God.
and like for the first 3 jobs, really, I always considered another gig. I had friends that freelanced and stuff and made money on the side, but sometimes they get sticky with TV contracts and stuff. Like I often thought about, like, what if I just delivered pizzas 1 day a week? You know, what if I just got back into food service just 1 day? And there's something about those jobs too, like the real hard menial labor jobs where you're scrubbing pots and pans and you're on your feet for 10 hours, that just reminds you how good you have it in an office job. Where you're like, wow, people are busting their butts to put food on the table. I've got it pretty good.
I think.
Or the meaning of money, to save, because otherwise you're at home and you're just, this is me making
This
it
is you.
rain with a microphone in my hand.
Pizzas.
Okay, I'm like, if you don't have a job, again, pizzas are $3.50.
A lot of people are doing Uber now and Lyft.
Yeah.
That's a great job too.
You make good money doing
Yeah.
And you know what? I even have a couple friends that rent out, if they have a home, they'll rent rooms to people that come in through the area and just like try to stay, just extra cash, extra income, and little work there, Get the bleach out, and scrub the toilet. And
would
maybe
do
it's in the
that for
kitchen. Did anybody see that story? The toilet in the kitchen, 200 square foot apartment in St. Louis can be yours for $525 a month.
The toilet's right next to the tub, which is right next to the sink. Yeah,
That's
it's all in one place,
gross.
one-stop shop.
You could sit there and eat from the fridge.
I would really never move from that spot. If you haven't seen
That's
this,
where
it
you
is
would
online.
live
It's like your
forever.
office. Yeah.
This is so
Everything's there.
All right, Crystal, what's on tap tomorrow? Give us our extra shot today.
What do we have on tap for tomorrow? Well, we're dialing up the scientists at NASA.
Yes!
Woohoo! They've got some really incredible stuff they're working on. So lasers measuring the ice caps, the polar ice caps from way up in space. Yes, lasers. It really is some impressive stuff they're doing. and splitting a laser beam into separate spots to take those measurements from space, all of that cool stuff. So we can get a better understanding of how the ice grows and shrinks each year.
I think anything that you're using to understand our planet better is super cool. Like, I always love having the NASA people on. They've always got something fun to say. What else do we have?
Can't wait to chat with them. Okay, so guys,
woo, we're excited about this one.
I'm heading out. I'm heading out to Chicago for a look behind the scenes of your favorite trilogy, the Chicago Fire, Chicago Med, and Chicago PD. So I was on the red carpet last year, and I'm gonna be back again talking with all of your favorite stars, like those guys. You're seeing some of the footage.
Who's that one?
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Come on, look alive, girls.
I have no shame. Look alive.
It's so much fun. Oh, hi. Yes,
How cute.
And even gearing up, you know, getting on. I put on all of the props, the gear, and wait for it. Come on, Crystal. Bash in that door. There's a fire. Yeah. So after the red carpet, we get to go on set and get to interact with the stars on the set, and they teach me things like, you know, bashing indoors and stuff. And we are planning on going live from the red carpet. So
That's exciting.
I'll be joining you Monday morning live.
That's
for
super
that.
cool.
I can't wait.
So both of you are married, but we're single. So if you see a hot one of the firefighters
Yeah,
out there,
and it doesn't have to be firefighter specific. I'll take the
No
medical or
shortage
the
on hotties
PD.
there.
Are you bringing all your kids out there?
I just go like this. For babies. For babies. I was gonna say, take their cards.
yeah,
exactly.
send pictures. You know,
480.
Why not just give your numbers out right now?
Gentlemen, I'm outnumbered on this couch right now. I need your help in the
There are
comment
some
section.
lovely ladies.
Yeah.
I'm
Some
sure that
lovely
there are.
ladies in those shows, too.
Smoking hot.
Jason says those are his favorite shows, by
Oh
the
my
way.
God.
So make sure you
Hey,
send some love on Jason's behalf.
If there's any questions that you want me to ask them,
Text Team
send
12.
them my way. I've got a running list. I'll add yours to it. Anything you're dying to know about the next season. And actually, they're all going to be back-to-back on Wednesdays. Instead of Hump Day or Wednesday, I think we should just call it Chi Day or Chicago Day.
Oh, I like
or
Chi Day.
Chi Day.
Or Chi
That's
Town.
Chi Day.
Chi Day.
Yes. Chi
National Cheese Pizza
It's
Day.
cheat day.
And on that note, we're going to call it a show. Thanks for stopping by the 12 Today After Show, only on the 12 News Facebook page. I say we do this again tomorrow.
Woo.
Say 7:30?
Yeah, sounds
It's
good.
a date. We'll see you there.
Bye.
This is the pretzel one.